78 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe, turn on your notification bell so be notified when I drop a new video. And if you're digging the video, go ahead and share this joint. All right, Charles Barkley goes off on the media. All right, he called out media by name, and he's saying basically, why are we in the mainstream media? He talking about himself and guys like Stephen A. Smith and of ESPN and Fox Sports 1. Said, why are they constantly talking about the Lakers and Golden State Warriors when these teams are not relevant? He's basically Charles saying they trash, right? There ain't no nice way to put it. Charles saying these dudes are trash, right? Well, you have other teams like Oklahoma City Thunder sitting at top of the Western Conference. You got the reigning champions, Denver Nuggets. You got the Minnesota Timberwolves. You know what I'm saying? It's other teams in the West that, might be making a run. But the media is fixated on the Golden State Warriors and definitely fixated on the Los Angeles Lakers. And so Charles said, he tired of talking about, teams that ain't doing nothing. Now, Charles has had this position for years. Anybody watching inside the NBA knows that Charles takes this very strong position, And but Kendrick Perkins, right? Shout out to the brother Dreamers Pro. I saw his video on this. Kendrick Perkins of ESPN took issue with Charles Barkley's comments, and he was on Pat McAfee's show, and Kendrick Perkins said basically, Charles Barkley's not the sharpest tool in the toolbox. He said he respects Charles Barkley for what he's done in basketball and what he's done in the media, but Charles Barkley has said a lot of idiotic stuff, basically, is what Kendrick Perkins says. Kendrick says, of course we're going to talk about the Lakers because they have LeBron James. So, of course, we're going to talk about the Warriors because they have Steph Curry, right? And so Kendrick Perkins basically trivialized Charles' argument, but I'm going to tell you what I think, all right? Now, of course, I'm not foolish. I understand that the Lakers are a big team, all right? They are a fan favorite type of a team. People who don't even live in Cali love the Lakers, right? People in New York love the Lakers, you know what I'm saying? So I get why the mainstream media covers the Lakers, and LeBron James is one of the greatest basketball players of all time, along with Steph Curry. I understand why they cover him. However, I think that the media does a disservice to guys like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The Oklahoma City Thunder have a young, dynamic team, fast-paced, but they're not getting this type of love, this type of attention from the media. They're not getting this type of coverage. So by playoff time come around, fans really don't know how good OKC is, and then they all shocked and stuff. You know what I mean? Same thing in the Eastern Conference. The Boston Celtics are absolutely balling out, but the media, they talk about Boston, but they don't hold Boston to any type of expectations as far as winning. I see Stephen A. Smith keep making this push that Jason Tatum is the league MVP. Cool, if that's what you want to do. However, y'all don't have any expectations for the Celtics to win. There's no talk of championship or bust with the Celtics. Y'all saying that about the Bucks, who's sitting at number 2 in the East, right? The Bucks got Giannis and Dame. So everybody talking about the Bucks, if they don't win, this is a failure, this is a bust, this is a bust. Why is nobody saying this about the team with the best record in the league, the Boston Celtics? When is Jason Tatum and these guys going to be held to any type of standard? When are they going to have any pressure on them? You know what I'm saying? They got Drew Holiday. They should be good. If they lose, ain't that a catastrophic failure? Why is that not the narrative right now? You know what I mean? But the point is there are other teams, a lot of other stuff going on with other teams. I believe this. The reason the mainstream media like ESPN and Fox Sports 1 don't like covering the entire NBA is because it's too much work for them, okay? A lot of these guys will have a TV on in a green room or back room, whatever, and they dressing room, and they got 3 or 4 games playing at the same time, and they're just looking at the score, looking at the stat sheet and stuff like that, but they really want to follow just one game, right? They really just want to follow one game. And the Lakers are popular. LeBron James drama. Is LeBron James better than Michael Jordan? Will he ever be better than Michael Jordan? That little stupid saga that they got going on, that competition between Jordan and LeBron. Every time every time LeBron steps onto the court is history at this point. So the NBA and the media are following this, pushing this narrative, and it's pathetic. It's tiring, right? Yes, ain't nothing wrong with covering LeBron. He's that good. You got to cover him. Nothing wrong with covering Steph Curry. But all I'm saying is show these other teams some love. You know what I'm saying? Show these other teams some love because, the Lakers shouldn't be getting the cover, and the Warriors shouldn't be getting the coverage that they're getting when they're playing the way they're playing. Okay, I understand the Warriors are a dynasty. Fans are interested in that and all that kind of stuff, but just mix it up, man. Show some love to the other teams. The NBA and the media have a bias against small market teams. They try to act like it's all love and all of that, but come on, man. They don't talk about. I mean, even when the Spurs was dominating, bro. When the Spurs was dominating with Tim Duncan and them and Manu Ginobili and all that, man, the media was still what they weren't even talking about the Spurs until the playoff time. Playoff time come around, that's when they talking about the Spurs. Throughout the year, they ain't talking about the Spurs. I remember when the Sacramento Kings, C. Webb and them, Mike Bibby and them was balling out of control. And all they talk about back then was the Lakers. Now, I understand, rightfully so. You got Shaq and Kobe, you know what I'm saying? And all that stuff. But, the same team, just like in the NFL, all the Cowboys. Every time you turn on TV, the Cowboys this, the Cowboys that. What can the Cowboys do? Can the Cowboys win a championship this year? I'm like, bro, seriously, bro? This is all we're going to talk about is the Cowboys? So I think it's just lazy journalism, basically, to be honest. Make a long story short, I understand Kendrick Perkins' point and what he's trying to say. I understand Charles' point, but at the end of the day, I think it boils down to lazy journalism. These guys do not want to sit down and watch all these NBA games. It's impossible for them to watch it. Not enough time in the day for them to watch all the NBA games. So what they do is they watch some highlights. They look at the stat sheet. They look at who played well, how many minutes this person played, blah, 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 how many rebounds, all that kind of stuff, And then they sit down and they freestyle and make a judgment call and give their takes based off of the stats. And fans who actually watch the game can sometimes get very frustrated because they faking it. You know how many times I heard these dudes say stuff about the Bucks that I know they ain't watched the game. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Chris Middleton, he needs to step up. Like, bro, Chris Middleton ain't played in like 20 games. What y'all talking about? Chris Middleton needs to step up. This is what I'm saying, bro. People, they don't even be watching these games, bro, at the end of the day. But anyway, that's my take on it, man. I agree with Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley being a very outspoken person. He been saying the same stuff for years on inside the NBA. He don't want to talk about scrub teams. Even if the team is a popular team, once they start falling out of the playoff contention, then he don't really want to talk about it. But right now, as it sits, Golden State Warriors and the Lakers are, I think, 9-10. Let me check here. They are, 9-10. Golden State is 10th seed. The 9th seed, 35-31 record. The Los Angeles Lakers are right there, last spot in the play-in tournament, 36-32. Right behind the Lakers, you got Houston, you got the Utah Jazz, Memphis. I think the Lakers are going to make the playoffs, though, at least make the play-in. Phoenix is at 7. They're in the they're in like that play-in tournament situation. They 39-28. The Mavericks are at the 8th seed with 38-29. The Bucks play Phoenix today, so we'll see how that turns out. But y'all let me know what y'all think of Charles Barkley's comments. 78 Sports TV, salute to the mighty ldbc. I'm up out of here. Deuces.